Hey guys, welcome back. Well, today I kind of want to say or talk about how much I love my outdoor boiler. Well, for those of you that follow along know, I definitely do. And so I just needed to come out here and do the nighttime load, as it's actually warmed up today. It was in the 40s, low 40s, and I could kind of tell because the boiler hasn't been going through as much wood because the house and shops haven't been calling as much as they normally do. So, but yeah, well, a side note, I did get the processor bolt in there. Everything's fine. So that's those of you that saw a couple videos ago, and when I broke that one, no big deal. I just spun it out from the back side and went to the hardware store and got some new bolts. But so I always have my load my amount already kind of staged. So when I come out here, whether I get out here late if I'm doing some work or whatever. Now these are bigger, way bigger pieces than I normally put on size-wise. There's normally, you know, they're the normal size splits, which most of you guys always say they're really small. Like some of these are really small, but you know, that's typically what I throw in there. But I kind of wanted to show you guys that this boiler gasification model can take bigger pieces. Like these to me are huge compared to what I normally put in. So let's see where she's at. It's probably just coals in there right now. It's slowly heating. Let's do this quick. Now I do like having, like I went out of town for hunting a week ago now for a couple days, and I had all the wood staged from my wife in the wheelbarrow and her cart. All the small pieces, I just piled them up here so she wouldn't have to go get them and mess with it. But having the real nice manageable pieces for her, I mean, she likes that. I'm just like, you know, fill it to this level at such and such time. But it was cold when I left, so like I was like, maybe throw in an extra 5 pieces. If it's still in the morning, just stir it up really good, make sure the nozzle's good to go and you're fine. So you know, because I know a lot of people always think about, you know, the gasifications with all the electronics and so on, that it's finicky or something goes wrong on it. You know, you're kind of SOL versus the standard, you know, traditional boiler where it's just a solenoid and opens. Don't get me wrong, those are nice too. I mean, it's real simplicity. You know, no computers, no valves, just a solenoid that opens for the air. Or this has a lot of factors, but yeah, this costs a little bit more, but you burn a hell of a lot less wood, right? Because they're so much more efficient. So it's give or take, you know, price versus wood. So I don't know. But like I said in the past, and I'll say it again, I absolutely love my boiler. There is no doubt about that. So let's get her opened up. I'll scrape it quick here, and nothing crazy on this video today, guys. It's been a couple days since I made one, and I kind of just wanted to go over. I kind of wanted just to show you like these big pieces, and I'll show you some of these are actually really big, that you can put, you know, big chunks into the boiler. Now, mind you, these are dry, like really dry. And depending on how much this fills this, I'll probably top it off with these really small ones. This is all mixed hardwood cutoffs that I had from producing firewood. So yeah, let's try to do this quick. So there's a couple logs in here, nothing crazy, pretty much just chips. A lot of coals. That is, I don't care what kind of boiler you have, having a good coal bed is the key. Now, I know there's a lot of places that only have, you know, pine or softwoods, and I've burned that in here, obviously. So now look at the size of this piece. Now to me, this is huge. This is probably typically boiler wood, and a lot of people are like, oh, you can't put that into a gasification, you can. I mean, look at the size of this. But like I said, this is dry wood. Really dry. Some of this is hickory, knotty pieces. I mean, look at the size. But creates plenty of BTUs. Look at big pieces. Nasty, knotty piece. Now, if you're just selling firewood, right? You know, pieces like this, you can't sell this, right? I mean, you just can't. It's crooked, off-cut, really. Some rotty, knotty pieces. Can't sell that. At least I'm not going to sell it. Small piece. So, throw it in the boiler. Now, I'm throwing in a lot more than I normally would. But like I said, I'm running the kiln right now. And that takes a lot of BTUs. So for me to what the hell is that? You guys hear that? Hold on. I don't know what that is. You guys hear that? I don't know what that is, but that sounds like some animal getting killed over there. So, pretty crazy. I honestly have no idea what that is. Kind of want to go investigate, but anyways, getting back to what I was saying. Running the kiln and the house shops takes a lot of BTUs and takes a lot of wood. Because I'm sure some of you are like, man, he's throwing in a lot of wood, and I am. I'm pretty much packing this guy full. Reason being is my kids are both sick, so I have no idea how the night's gonna go. I don't know how the morning's gonna go, so I'd rather put maybe a 16, 20-hour burn worth of wood in here in case I can't get out here in the morning. That way she don't go out. That's plenty. And I am gonna remedy that smoke coming out of there. A little teaser we purchased our neighboring property. It's a little over 4 acres, has a house, 2 garages, And in the one garage, it actually has a really big, I guess you could call it exhaust fan. I'm gonna plumb that in somehow, put some ducting above this, so I can turn that on when I open the door to get, so there's none of this smoke in here. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'm gonna do that anytime soon. I may have to move my shelving unit. We'll see. Just so, I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, usually I don't leave it that wide open for that long. But yeah, a little off tangent. I'm curious to see if you guys know what that sound was. What kind of animals getting, we do have some coyotes around here and foxes and whatnot, and deer, of course, and all that, but it's pretty loud. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was an animal of some sort. Yeah. I have a lot of game cameras around, but I don't have anything over there, so I don't know. Unless it crosses in my deer trail, but I'm getting off tangent here. But yeah, so in my gasification unit, you can burn bigger pieces, small stuff, but nice splits are ideal. Whole logs, I've thrown some whole logs in there. I wouldn't say it's ideal if they're dry. Like the only whole logs I'll throw in there is ash. And max diameter, I'd say, if I load it with just logs, probably 8 inches. I will throw from time to time like a 10 or 12, not very long log though, maybe a foot, 16 inches in there on top. Just that way, by the time it actually hits the coals, it's been baking in there for 10 hours and it's dry, like really dry. So you can do that like you do a traditional boiler. I just don't like doing it because I know it isn't going to get up to temp as fast as split wood. Split wood, I mean, you're going to get the fire going really fast, really hot, and it's going to heat up the water a lot quicker than kind of smoldering and taking forever. Now remember, this has a fan that inducts, you know, that help the burn process, and that's running. So versus a traditional, some traditional boilers just open a solenoid and it's just naturally, you know, venting. So that's just going to take a lot longer. Where this kind of unit, it's trying to speed up the process. So, and I'm not going to get into great detail with that. I've made tons of videos on that. So if you want to see a more in-depth explanation of this unit, go back to almost a year ago probably. And if you think I missed some stuff, comment. I can always make another one giving a more in-depth explanation and showing exactly everything. But I'm sure there's some other videos out there that do that. So yeah, not a huge important video today, but just something, you know. It's kind of what I do on a daily basis. And like I said, I just wanted to show you, you know, this bigger wood here. I mean, everything in here is big pieces. I mean, some smaller stuff here, but you know, big chunks versus what I traditionally put in there, like production style firewood. But like I said, we burn it all as long as it's dry. You know, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't have time to let it sit for 9 months to a year. Well, to me, that's just being lazy. Everyone's busy. So, and honestly, if you're just heating your house, 2 to 4 or 5,000 square foot house, and you got a boiler, if you take 2 to 3 to 4 days and you split all day and you stack, you could have all your wood done for the whole winter. So I don't want to hear anybody say it, I don't have enough time. Or you just buy it, okay? So, because the amount of wood that I produce in a week, you know, is crazy. And I've done it standalone splitter. I've done it with an axe for years. So I've been there, done it all. I mean, most of this here, this was all done with my standalone splitter, just because all of this was knotty. That's why some of these are so small. They're just crap. Most, like a lot of this is elm. You can see some of the stringy stuff like there, you know, rotted, a little bit of rotted cherry, whatever. So yeah, I have a processor now and I'm just up in production. That's all that is. But I make a living on that. So, but yeah, G10000 by HeatMaster, just throwing in big chunks of wood. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Just a little day-to-day there. But as always, keep burning.